सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। Tvam has three words: Tat, Tvam, and Asi. The word Tat, Tat Pada, refers to Ishvara. What is the true nature of Ishvara? That is what we are going to analyze now. As we saw yesterday, Ishvara is both material cause as well as intelligent cause of the universe. Upadana Karana and Nimitta Karana. When Ishvara is the Upadana Karana, the material cause, that implies Ishvara is the substance of the universe. Just like clay in the case of pot. Clay and pot. Clay is the cause and pot is the effect, the product. If you look into the pot, there is no substance called pot. If there is a substance called pot, then you should be able to touch the pot without touching the clay. You cannot touch the pot without touching clay. Whether you touch it at the top or bottom, anywhere, you are touching clay. Also, you cannot take away the pot, leaving the clay behind. Therefore, there is no substance by name pot. The substance is clay. Therefore, the pot cannot exist independent of the clay. The clay can exist independent of pot. Even if you break the pot, there is clay. Even before the pot was made, there was clay. And even when there is pot, there is clay. Therefore, the clay exists irrespective of the presence or absence of the pot. It is not so with respect to the pot. The pot cannot exist without clay. The pot cannot exist independent of clay. Therefore, among clay and the pot, which is the greater reality? Clay is the greater reality, and the pot is a lesser reality. Similarly, the universe cannot exist independent of Ishvara. Whereas Ishvara exists independent of the universe, being the material cause of the universe. Therefore, Ishvara is a greater reality, and universe is a lesser reality. The greater reality is called Satya, the real, and the lesser reality is called Mithya. These are two technical terms used in Vedanta. The greater reality, Ishvara, is Satya, and the universe is Mithya, a lesser reality. This is one point we have to understand. Ishvara is Satya. Also, in addition to being the material cause, Ishvara is the intelligent cause as well. Just like water is the intelligent cause for the pot. Being the intelligent cause, Ishvara cannot be insentient. When we say Ishvara is the material cause of the universe, one may think Ishvara is also insentient, because any material cause is generally insentient, like a clay. But if you remember what I said yesterday, Ishvara is also the intelligent cause. And the intelligent cause cannot be insentient. The intelligent cause must have consciousness. And therefore, Ishvara is consciousness. In Sanskrit, consciousness is called Chaitanya. Ishvara is Chaitanya. When I say Chaitanya, I don't mean energy. Generally, in the local languages, the word Chaitanya is used in the sense of energy. In Vedanta, Chaitanya does not mean energy, consciousness. Ishvara is Chaitanya. Also, so Ishvara is Satya and Chaitanya. Being the material cause, Ishvara is Satya, and being the intelligent cause, Ishvara is Chaitanya. Being the cause of the whole universe, which includes the space, which includes time. Ishvara is the cause of space also. Even the space came from Ishvara. Tasmadva etasmad atmana akasha sambhutaha. Taittiriya Upanishad. And even time came from Ishvara. Sarve nimesha jagire vidyutah purushadati. Every moment, every nimesha came from Ishvara. Therefore, Ishvara is the cause of the universe, including space and time. And therefore, even space and time cannot limit Ishvara. Therefore, Ishvara is free from all limitations. We talk about three types of limitations. Number one, Desha Paricheda. Limitation in terms of space. Any object in the world is limited in terms of space. For example, this table, it is limited in terms of space. It is here in a given place and it is not there in another place. It is present only in a limited place. That means it is limited in terms of space. Desha Paricheda. Similarly, there is Kala Paricheda. Every object in the universe is limited in time. It has a manufacturing date and an expiry date. Every object exists within a given period of time, between 2 points of time. Even our bodies, it has a manufacturing date. That is what we celebrate. Birthday. What is birthday? It's the manufacturing date of this body. And then it has an expiry date also. Only thing is, it is not printed. Unlike for the other products, the expiry date of this body is not printed. But it does not mean it does not have an expiry date. It has. Suppose our expiry date was printed somewhere here. What would have happened best before? Life would have been different perhaps, because we would have been constantly reminded that one day we are going to die. Perhaps we would have lived our life more meaningful. But unfortunately, Bhagavan Ishvara has forgotten to print it. In Varanasi, they sell this vibhuti in packets in the shops. Then a foreigner came and he wanted to buy a packet of vibhuti, a packet of vibhuti, bhasma. And the shopkeeper showed him the packet. And then the foreigner, this gentleman asked, "What is its expiry date?" And then the shopkeeper was puzzled. And he said, "It is made of the ash of the expired people." And if you apply this on your forehead, your expiry date will increase. So the body has expiry date. Everything in the universe has kala paricheda. But Ishvara does not have kala paricheda. Similarly, there is vastu paricheda. Third type of limitation. Vastu paricheda means an object is limited being the given object. It is not so many other objects. It is confined to being a given object. For example, this table is not so many other things. The table is not a chair. The table is not the building. The table is not a flower. It's not a microphone. It is just a table. Confined to its tableness, status of being a table. And therefore, the table can feel, I am just a table. It can feel complex, superiority, inferiority, and so on. When the table sees the paper, it will feel superior. Oh, I am table, I am better than this paper. When the table sees the building, it will feel inferior. Oh, if only I had been as big as the building. All complexes. And the table wants to become like the building. It wants to become bigger. It's not happy being as it is. It is all Vastu Paricheda. The Vastu Paricheda causes many problems. Ishvara, being the substance of everything, Ishvara is free from Vastu Paricheda as well. Ishvara is free from Desha Paricheda, Kala Paricheda, as well as Vastu Paricheda. Free from all forms of limitations. And therefore, Ishvara is called Ananta. Ananta means free from all limitations. Anta means end, limitation. Ananta means free from limitation. Therefore, Satya, Chaitanya, and Ananta. These are the descriptions of the nature of Ishvara. And since Ishvara is Ananta, the scriptures refer to Ishvara with another name, Brahman. Brahman means the big, the limitless, the magnificent. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. That is the description of Brahman in the Upanishads. From the standpoint of the universe, we call him Ishvara. In fact, the word Ishvara is a relation word. It does not describe the nature of Ishvara. It is like the word father. When you say, he is my father, you are just explaining his relation with you. Similarly, when we say Ishvara, it means ruler. He is ruler only in relation to the universe and the people in the universe. What is his own nature? Satyam Jnanam, Satyam, Chaitanyam, and Anantam. That is Brahma. When we refer to the very nature of Ishvara, we refer to him as Brahman. There are no two different people. There are no two different principles. Ishvara is Brahman. This is about the true nature of Ishvara. Therefore, the word Tat refers to the Ishvara who is the Brahman, Satya, Chaitanya, and Ananda. Now let us come to the second word in the statement, in the Mahavakya. Tvam. Tat Tvam Asi. The second word is Tvam. What is Tvam? Tvam means you. In the Upanishad, Uddalaka, the father, is addressing Shvetaketu. Tvam, you. O Shvetaketu, you. You means an individual. Shvetaketu is an individual, standing for all individuals. Therefore, Tvam means an individual. All of us are individuals because each one identifies himself as a limited being, different from all other beings. That is an individual. In Sanskrit, specifically in the Vedantic terminology, an individual is called Jiva. Therefore, Tvam refers to the Jiva. What is an individual? What is Jiva? Let us all ask ourselves. What do we identify ourselves as? How do we look at ourselves? Generally, we are busy thinking what others think of ourselves. What do other people think of us? That is what we generally think. We are generally obsessed of this. But in Vedanta, what we think of ourselves is what matters. How do we look at ourselves? What is our identification? First of all, we identify ourselves with this body. That is why if someone asks you to explain yourself, we start with the body. I am a man or I am a woman, the gender, the age, I am 70 years old, age, gender, height, I am 6 feet tall. All these are the descriptions of the body. So we are identifying with the body. And we have a mind. We identify with the mind as well. In terms of emotions, our emotional personality. I am short tempered. Where is the short temper? All temper is in the mind. Our inclinations, our interests, all are in the mind. All our learning, knowledge, our qualifications. I am MA, LLB, PhD. Where is it? It's all in the mind. Supposed to be in the mind at least. So we have a body. We identify with the body. We identify with the mind. And because of our identification with the body and mind, we become the doer of so many activities. That is how we introduce. I did this, I did that, I do business, I do social service, and so on and so on. We are the doers. And in addition to the doers, we are enjoyers as well. When I say enjoyer, it means the experiencer of pleasure and pain. Sometimes we experience pleasure, and sometimes we have painful experiences, bitter experiences in life. Therefore, we are enjoyers, doer and enjoyer. If we are doers, we are enjoyers as well. Because doership and enjoyership coexist. This is the fundamental principle of the law of karma. If you are a doer, you are the enjoyer also. And if you are the enjoyer, you are the doer also. This is the principle of karma. There is a law of karma. And nowadays many people have confusion regarding the law of karma. So many people ask me this question: is it not fatalism? Law of karma is fatalism. It is not so. Instead, law of karma is the only solution for fatalism. Because fatalism means everything is determined by an external force. I cannot decide my future. But the law of karma says your future is in your hands. Because every action that you do, you will get result. If you are having a particular experience, it is your own doing. That is why we cannot blame an external force for what we are undergoing. Some people are born poor. Some people are born rich. Why these discrepancies? Is it that Ishvara is partial, biased? The law of karma has answered. It is not Ishvara's doing, it is our own doing. What we are getting here in this life is because of our own actions in the past, in our past janmas. So, if you are enjoying something, you have done something before. Similarly, if you do something good, you will get the benefit also in future. Maybe in this janma or maybe in the following janmas. This is the law of karma. The doer and enjoyer go together. I cannot be a doer without being enjoyer. And I cannot be the enjoyer without being the doer. So therefore, we identify ourselves as the doer and enjoyer. This is what our understanding of ourselves is. We have a body, we have a mind, and we are the doer and enjoyer. As long as we identify with the body and mind, as long as we identify with our doership and enjoyership, as long as we are doer and enjoyer, there will be problems. Because if you are identifying with the body, we are confined to the body. We have limitation. We are limited individuals. And being a limited individual, we cannot be free from a sense of incompleteness. I am incomplete. I am lonely. We cannot be free from this problem. When we identify as a doer, we cannot be free from guilt, the feeling of guilt. The doership is associated with the feeling of guilt. The guilt of omission and commission. I did certain wrong things in the past. I shouldn't have done it. So many people keep repenting all their lives. And I didn't do the right thing in the past. Even this feeling haunts till the last moment of one's life. This is the feeling of guilt. The doership cannot be free from the sense of guilt. Similarly, there is enjoyership. The pleasure and pain. When there is enjoyership, we cannot be free from the feeling of hurt. I am hurt because there are so many bitter experiences that each one of us undergo in life. The degrees may vary, but the feeling of bitterness is universal. Therefore, all these problems will continue to exist as long as we are identifying ourselves with the body and mind as a limited being, as the doer and enjoyer. Then what is the solution? Fortunately, the Vedanta Shastra says that this identification is not your true nature. Your identity as a limited being is not your true identity. Your identification as the doer and enjoyer, it is not your true identity. The body and mind and all their attributes, even they are not your true identity. Then what is my true identity? This inquiry, is the inquiry into Tvam, the word Tvam. Who am I? What is my true identity? The Vedanta Shastra guides us through this inquiry. What is my real nature? In other words, what deserves to be referred to by the word I? That is our true nature. What truly deserves to be called I? Can I call this paper I? This paper cannot be called I. It cannot be referred to as I because I am objectifying this paper. This paper is an object and I am the subject. The object, what I see as an object, has to be different from me. Therefore, it cannot be referred to by the word I. Now let me come to my own body. As far as this paper is concerned, it is very obvious. The paper cannot be called I. Let us come to this body, our most favorite body. Can this body be I. Even this body is objectified as much as this paper. We observe this body. We observe the changes that are happening in the body. We objectify this body. Also, this body is made of physical elements. What is this body made of? It is made of insentient food particles. When we were born as babies, we were nothing but the food our mother ate. And then we started eating ourselves. Dosa, idli, sambar, and so on. And this body is nothing but a refined form of idli sambar. That's all. Some parts are made of idli, some parts are made of dosa, some parts are made of chapati, and so on. This body is made of the material, the physical particles. As much insentient, as much inert as any other object in the universe. Therefore, the body does not deserve to be our true nature. Therefore, the body does not deserve to be referred to as I. Yet, we make a mistake with this body. A very strong identification with this body. I am 6 feet tall. I am old. I am young. I am man. I am woman. I am beautiful. I am ugly. Who are we referring to? This physical body. Similarly, our mind. Generally, even in the among the Western philosophers, they have not understood that the mind is different from the self. They have understood that body-mind duality. You are not the body, but you are mind. That is what many intelligent, wise people in the West do think even today. But the Vedanta goes further deeper. And all these thought process has happened many centuries ago. Even when there was no civilization in other parts of the universe. The Vedanta analyzes the mind. Even the mind is objectified. We observe every change in the mind. You are the witness of the changes that are happening in the mind. A thought comes and the thought goes. Another thought comes. There are changes happening in the mind. Who witnesses the changes in the mind? You are witnessing. Therefore, you have to be different from the mind as well. Therefore, you the individual, what deserves to be referred to as I transcends the body as well as mind. The body does not deserve to be referred to as I. Even the mind does not deserve the reference I. Then what deserves the reference I? It is the witness of the body as well as the mind. It is called consciousness. Chaitanya, the consciousness. The Chaitanya consciousness does not undergo any change. In the meantime, it witnesses all the changes. The changes in the body, changes in the mind, and changes in the world outside. This consciousness, that is what truly deserves to be called I. That is our true nature. And being our true nature, it is called Atma. Atma means self. What is self? That which deserves to be called I. Atma is our true nature. And the Atma is consciousness. Because every inner insentient object is witnessed by the consciousness. Therefore, every insentient object, including the body and mind, are not Atma. You, the Atma, is consciousness. Chaitanya. The Chaitanya, Atma, does not undergo any change. It does not have birth and death. What has birth? Only the body has birth. Atma is free from birth. It does not have death. It is free from birth and death. It is free from aging. It is free from diseases. In Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, Bhagavan describes the Atma. Ajo Nitya Shashvatoyam Puranaha. Atma is Ajaha, no birth. Nityaha, no death. No manufacturing date and no expiry date. And no changes. Shashvata means no other changes, no modifications. Puranaha, he is ever new and ever old. Atma is ever old because it had been there always without any birth. From beginningless time, it had been there. Therefore, old, ever old. At any point of time, it is old. Any other object in the universe is new at some point of time and old at some other point of time. But Atma is old at any point of time. At the same time, it is new at every point of time. Pura api nava. Why it is called new? Because it does not degenerate. Any other object in the universe undergoes degeneration. This flower which they have put today will not be there tomorrow. That is why they change the flower every day. Today it is new, but tomorrow it will get old. Degeneration. Atma is free from such degeneration. Therefore, ever new as well as ever old. Therefore, Atma is called Puranaha. Ajo Nitya Shashvatoyam Puranaha. That is your true self, the Chaitanya. And being free from changes, being free from modifications, the Atma deserves to be Satya. The real. And being the consciousness, Atma is Ananta. The consciousness cannot have limitations. The body and mind do not limit the Atma, the consciousness. Therefore, it is free from all limiting factors. Therefore, it is free from limitations. Therefore, deserves to be Ananta. The Atma is Satya, Chaitanya and Ananta. Earlier, I had described Brahman as Satya, Chaitanya and Ananta. Similarly, the Atma is also Satya, Chaitanya and Ananta. The descriptions of both are same. If the descriptions of the two are same, both have to be same. We will look into it in detail tomorrow. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate